Post every single spot that I was planning on promoting myself on. Yeah. Enter. Alright, that should be good. That should be every single place. Now let's go check on YouTube, see if it's actually streaming. Yep. Okay, and now time to test out the chat. This is a test to see if the chat appears in the stream. I didn't even spell that word right, but it should appear on the chat obelisk, right? It may take a bit. I did notice that in stream. Yep, it works. It works. The chat obelisk works. I did notice in Stream Elements it takes a bit because I don't know, YouTube I suppose. But for what we needed to do, I think it's perfectly fine. All right, now with these things, we need a goal, and I think the last goal before I got off last time was to try and upgrade a weapon, which is what we try and do every time. But why break what works? Hold on, wait. There we go. Don't worry, fix it. Move this here. I was because I gotta move everything so that I can actually see the stats. Anyways, last time we found out that the tactical shotgun was actually pretty good. Reload speed, damage, reload speed. Okay, so this one's actually further advanced than the one we had before. So I'm gonna scrap this one. No, wait, this one has the headshot explosion thing. Shit. Headshot versus affliction damage. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, I choose. Oh, we can always get another one of these, but let's see. Upgrade, modify perks. Okay, so I do have enough to start upping the reload speed, which is pretty good. I remember the idea with this gun is to try and make it so good at crowd control that it can replace every single shotgun I have. And to do that, wait, hold on, what more do we need? We need more reperk so that we can switch it over to another perk. So we can go to fortnite.db to check out what missions today have reperk. We'll start with Plankerton and we'll move our way up. There's a 46 right now in Plankerton. Let's go do that. Turn fill off. 36, collect the data. Ooh, and there's also a fight to storm. So that's in Plankerton. I can do that later since there's not a lot of chunks. There is a 58 zone in Canny Valley, which can give us 100, which is pretty decent. It's not this one. It's a 58. Ah, this one. Okay. Okay, so we can do constructions on this one while weakening, quickened, lightning storm. Yeah, we can do that. It should give us enough time to prepare as well. And I'd use Thunder Thora, but since we're streaming, I'm not going to AFK this shit. Might as well, like, actually, you know, play the game instead of just AFK in it. Let's go for it. Should push us up to 400 reperk, and then we're gonna need 200 more so that we can actually swap it, and then we're gonna need to collect bonus reperk so that we can keep upgrading the stuff. So let's see how it goes. Oh, and if I do get bored of this game, I'm probably gonna switch to Deep Rock Galactic, which is a game that I see that is not actually streamed a lot, which is kind of weird. At least on Twitch. I don't know what the stats are on YouTube, but on Twitch I saw that there's not a lot of people streaming that game. Damn, the gun's still broken. The Ancient Launcher is a pretty good weapon. Unfortunately, it's a little bit bugged. Now, since this is a nature storm, we can't really use metal since it does 2 times damage on metal walls. So we'll switch over to brick, upgrade it to at least level 2. I should have enough for level 3. Should. At least on the important parts. We can build some here as well. We can make the rest out of wood. See, husks are pretty easy to predict where they're going to hit. And it's because most of them just hit, like, the first wall right here. So the second layer, I don't think you really have to do a lot of stuff to it. The roof, on the other hand, is a whole different story, especially once you reach further up in the game, because they start throwing shit at you. It's always a decent idea to keep it up. That shouldn't be too bad. Becomes for defense. Go here. Alright. There's currently a bug in this game that doesn't let you place down the base immediately. You have to do that. You have to, like, edit the floor so you can place it properly. It's kind of dumb, but every single update brings some more bugs to this game. Okay, that's not that bad. Now we can actually get to building the defenses. So if they're going to be coming through here, and they're going to be going down the slope, it's probably a good idea to add tires. So that should take care of anything that steps through here. And it's going to roll down here. What else can we do? We are in a 58 zone, so we can use 77s. Perfect. Make sure these are backwards. And yeah, these roll down, so they'll do damage to anything that's coming downhill. Perfect. I'm gonna add a few dynamos as well. And dynamo. Where's dynamos? I think I have none. Craft these at 77. Not one, I need like 9, that should be fine. Alright, so this should do enough damage to knock out everything, and anything that gets through is going to be an issue anyways. Alright, so that's a little bit of a block off, so that they funnel in here. And that should be... Oop, there's more over here we're going to have to worry about. You can add a little bit of a block off here, and this will encourage them to go this way. Which then we can use the 77s to do this. Now, if a husk does dare to step on this, we'll use 2 of these to get rid of them. Or actually, what we can also do, use these. Yes. An evil plan is starting to form. So these are going to cause them to jump up in the air and go from here all the way over there. Which is perfect. It's going to cause them to fall down here where we can do a lot more damage. Hmm. Some of these. This should destroy anything that steps in this area. But if we're making tunnels of doom, or at least block-offs of doom, what we can definitely do is we can add broadsides in here to bounce off the walls. Is it overkill? Yes, yes it is. I mean, look at that. But we won't have to worry about this side for a while. That's always a good thing. Mm-hmm. Perfect. I should take care of this side. Like that. Now this wall is pretty bare, so I should probably add something to take care of that. Huh. Huh. Oh. I think I'll just go with these. If anything does get past the defenses, then I'll be able to take care of this area pretty quick since it's just open. Alright. No, we just gotta wait. Well, this area is also pretty open, so maybe I could do something here. But that all depends on if people actually do show up in this area. If they were to show up, then it'd be like in this area right here. Probably. If that's the case, it definitely adds something here. In case they do show up. Now we have something that actually obliterates them. And we'll add defenses here if we need to. But for now, should be fine. Should be. That should be enough connections to keep this safe. One would at least hope. Yep, so these are in fact knocking them out. Which is pretty good. Fortunately, this seems to land them here. That I did not plan for, so I'm just going to add a wall there just in case. Yes. Yes, perfect. Very good. We could add a sound wall right here, please. That's weird. It's very weird. Doesn't let me put anything. Oh, one leaked. This is the greatest design I could ever done. Could add some instant zappers here. For those guys. Now, instant zappers are pretty cool because they do lots of damage. But you should only really save them up for these guys. See, like, that took a lot of his health out. It's not really good for targeting, like, singular enemies. But for miss monsters, it's perfect. Unfortunately, the dynamos are now destroyed. Well. Has anyone gotten even in here? Nope. This is enough. That is literally enough. Damn. No, thank you. That's why they wanted to break it. Because the ramp was backwards. Nope, they're just jackasses. Excuse me. That's off limits. I hear a smasher. Oh, I'm using a 106 weapon, no wonder. Damn. Where's my 77? There we go. Oh, that's a wall they broke. I really wish this weapon fucking worked. It's a great gun. It just is broken right now, and it makes me kind of upset. And they really like this wall. Can't really do anything about it. And with only 36 seconds left, is it really worth it to even bother fixing it? You should let them have their wall. Sweet. Oh, that's the first mission. This is a sick-ass loading screen. I remember when this first came out. Holy shit. I think I also have one that's nothing but sprays. That's also a pretty good one. Herb. What the Sigma? Collect. Collect. And collect. Alright, sweet. Now we get to go to the next mission. Let's see where that is. Did I already do the 70 in Canny? This is not Canny. This is... I hate this button. I despise this button. Hatred. I feel for it. Okay, so we haven't done... Ooh, shit. Epic perk up, rare perk up. This is pretty good. I might do this one. Lightning Storm, Slime Pools, Death Burst, Life Leech. Find missing modules, activate C-bots, and defend the shelter. Sure, fuck it, let's go. Actually, wait, hold on. Let me take a look at my backpack. Get some actual weapons on here. We'll get the Siege Breaker. It's always... Actually, I want... I like this gun more. Give me that one. Give me the pot shot. And we'll stick with my trusty revolver. We'll go Ice King, and let's go crazy. Ugh. It's always a good idea to stretch, especially when you're doing anything that involves sitting down for so long. I'm sleeping. I am running out of coffee, so that makes sense. You know, there's nobody watching right now, so I'm gonna turn on my live and see if you can hear the game. I'm still watching, by the way. This stream is late as hell. No, you don't. It's because I have the fucking audio shut off. No wonder. Late as hell. Let me add the audio capture. It's a good thing nobody was fucking watching. So yeah, I have two separate audio channels. One's meant for desktop audio, and the other one's meant specifically for Fortnite audio, so I can listen to music in the background. Yeah, now it's working. Sweet. Let's go to the survivor shelter and look for it. Reload that gun. Sweet. Excuse me. Thank you. Oh, hey, what's up, dude? I saw your comment in the little tiniest corner. Let me fix that. I can't see shit. There we go. Now I can see it. Oh, it's just fucking invisible bullshit. Damn. Anyways, how was your day? I just got done recording video, and since I got no time left, I'm gonna be in unedited hour, mostly silence. Ooh. Well, I'm not one to tell you how to do your work. So if that's what you're gonna do, that's what you're gonna do. I've been tired. That's fair. If you want to upload a video as it is, go for it. All I said is there's been instances where I too have been tired, and I think maybe I could just skip over this, maybe I could just upload it as it is. And in those moments I realized that if I want to make something that I'm proud of, I should return to it when I have the energy to actually do it. Not put it off, but if you're genuinely tired and you have no energy to do something, it's better to just like walk away from it before you end up frustrated and hating the project altogether. There's no reason to push yourself to make something if you're going to hate the process of doing it, because then eventually you're just gonna be like, eventually you're gonna like think to yourself, last time I did this, I hated it. I'm gonna grow up resenting it. Definitely gonna need more brick. Luckily, we're in Canny Valley, where everywhere you turn, there's rock. Please. So that one, please. Jerk. One, two, three. Oh shit. I can enter through back here too. Damn. There I was thinking I got everything covered. Death pit. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's her whole archetype. And, I mean, shit, I'm not doing all that. There's definitely more to the story of the character, because I did do a little bit of reading it. I'm not gonna say I went completely blind when I started this whole experiment, but I did do a little bit of reading into the character, and there's definitely more than just psycho character. I don't know how far into the show it starts explaining the backstory, but from what I've read, it seems like there's more to it than just that. Funnily enough, considering how many people just refer to her as the Yandere type, there's definitely a lot more to the backstory than just that. Just to do. What do you mean? I sound exactly like I do in the show. What are you talking about? You know what it is? You know what it is? It's actually an audio issue on your end. See, most devices can't handle my peak vocal cords, so what ends up happening is that they completely just shatter, and what you're hearing is actually like a heavily edited audio in order to tone down how awesome my voice is. And that's why your device just simply cannot comprehend it unless you're watching these streams, because I have a frequency settled in to contradict my awesome, 100% awesome radar, so that you're able to hear my voice as clear as possible. Yeah. Would I really lie to you? Do you really think someone would lie on the internet? Wait, is it Comic Sans? Yes, it is Comic Sans. Yes, it is Comic Sans. I love Comic Sans. I think the hatred to it is forced, and I think people just need to get a grip. Nice. This will be the death pit, and then we can have a wraparound right here. Actually, this would be perfect. Yes, yes, it's all coming together now. My evil plan to destroy the husks. It's perfect. Really? It's funny as hell. No, I remember that, I remember in school I had to make like an essay, right? And this was the first time I ever encountered hate for Comic Sans. I had made the essay, and they told us to go crazy with personalization. Do whatever you want, right? So choose your own topic, choose your own font, choose your own spacing, everything. And I had decided to make mine's the most unique. So I was looking through the fonts, and some people were doing it in cursive, and some people were doing it in like Times New Roman because they wanted to be like professional or whatever. And I had looked at the options, and I found this funny one called Comic Sans, and I wondered where the fuck does this? And at the time, Undertale was pretty big on the internet, so I saw the word Sans, and I was like, it's the funny skeleton. So I ended up making the entire essay in Comic Sans, right? And then I added a bunch of bright colors, and I went crazy with the fucking, whatchamacallit, the, formatting options. And I had made something so monstrous compared to what everyone else had that the teacher said, okay, look, I know I told you to go crazy with it, but this is too stupid. And I asked her what part. I said, and like, out of everything, her biggest gripe was the Comic Sans font. She said, this is way too unprofessional for schoolwork, so I need you to go ahead and swamp it. I was like, oh, really? Alright. I had this buddy one time, and I told him about it. I told him the story. And they're like, oh, you used Comic Sans? No wonder. And it was so poorly received. I was like, what do you mean? They're like, because Comic Sans sucks, dude. Everyone hates it. I was like, there's no way that everyone has a gripe with this one font. So I went on the internet, and I found a bunch of videos of people ranting about Comic Sans. About how much they hated seeing it everywhere, that apparently it was everywhere, and that it was a plague on anything linguistical, or some shit like that. So I decided, any single time that anyone gave us creative liberty on essays or writing, I would use Comic Sans. I'd be prepared to change it, but I would send it in with Comic Sans. and there was a lot of papers that would get turned back, and like they're like immediately the first thing they would say is change the font. We're not having that. Yeah, I would. I mean, I changed the font. I mean, I wanted to pass. But it was the funniest thing was submitting something knowing damn well that the first complaint was change the font. Because, I mean, I think it's hypocritical. I mean, how are you going to tell me, oh, you have creative freedom to do whatever you want, and then say change the font? Obviously, there were some teachers that didn't care. But whenever I had the opportunity to, I would change it to Comic Sans, upload it as is, and just wait for the reply. I mean, I would, like, change it after uploading it as it is, because I already knew that some people would complain about the Comic Sans. And most of the time I was right. Of course, there were some teachers that wouldn't care. I had a few English teachers that could care less. It was fun. Yeah, I mean, in a commercial sense, you probably shouldn't. But, who am I to tell you what to do? I mean, I literally went against everything. There's definitely a time and place for it. I wouldn't write about, like... Like, if I was a newspaper, I wouldn't make it in Comic Sans, because I don't want to hear 3 dead, 14 injured in Comic Sans font. I think it'd be too goofy. But, who am I to tell you what to do? Alright, so now that I know that my weapons can handle ground, now we can actually get on the defense of this thing. I do want to create death pits. We'll use 106 on everything. Huh. Uh-huh. This will definitely... That's definitely a template. I don't think this is gonna slide down, but... Oh, well, shit happens. So this should definitely be the main idea. We can use these here for anyone that dares to get too close. can start putting these down. So the main idea here is to fling them off the map. Now these are 2 tiles, so these are probably going to land here. The good thing is, once they land here, they might try and come up through here. We cannot have. So what we can do is put some of these. And that should take care of them. Please. Thank you. Yes, that looks very, very good. Bonk. 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 Let's see, land here. Bonk. Bonk. Yep, this should be fine. Should be. Now we can fill this up with broadsides. Where's the 106s? So, anywhere where a wall is, this. Yes, that's pretty good. Pretty good. Use the 106s here, because this is a corner edge. That should take care of anything that goes down there. Then we can add this. That will kill everything. What do I need more of? Wine. Alright. We can't use too many of these because I can't get of that, so I'll make 22 of these. And I'll make this the surrounding edge. And then I'll use the 77s on the outer edge. Just to pepper them up a little bit, you know? Just to pepper them a bit. Actually, this is a pretty good spot for broadsides right here. That will melt anything that there's to go through here. This is going to push something here, which is going to cause it to get flinged out over here. We'll see how that works. And this is the main defense for this spot. We'll go ahead and add some of these in here. Why not? Now these are actually pretty useful because they have a 6 perk, which allows it to be healed every single few seconds. Like by itself, automatically. It's not going to do a lot, but it's going to, you know, prevent death, so why not use it? I just heard a dog. There's a dog barking out like hell outside. Gives us 2 layers of protection. 3 actually, hold on. How many layers is that? Enough. Enough layers for what we're trying to do. And I think with that, there should be a pretty strong defense for me to be fine. What I will do, though, is add some of these, because these are pretty important, on the outer edges. You got dog? I do have some, but not that loud. I'll add some of these on the edge, because propane tanks and lobbers are some of the most annoying people you will ever fight. cents. 70 cents. I just got a text. This should be pretty good. This will prevent anything from getting launched, hopefully. One would hope. Alright. Before I start, I'm gonna go get a refill on coffee. So I will be right back. And we're back. Alright, let's start this mission. Get it over with. Holy shit, my leg just did a kick.
The shelter's been damaged pretty severely. Looks like the life support modules have all been stolen. These modules inflate and shield the shelter.
I got 2 dogs and 4 cats. That's a lot.
The modules have to be around.
That's a lot. I hope you have
Search the zone
lint
and
rollers
search
for
it.
everything, dog. I personally don't
Shelters are built by a fleet of construction bots.
I don't like a lot of furry
When
things.
bots are attacked, they enter stealth mode and power down. To repair the shelter, we'll need to reactivate all of the construction bots.
Hair gets everywhere.
Unfortunately, their stealth mode is really effective.
Speaking of dogs, I had to let them out so they could go
You're gonna need
piss.
help finding those missing construction bots. Let me see
What
if
the
I can
hell
assist.
died here?
It might take a few minutes. There's an incoming wave detected.
Now we can go searching for these parts.
You can search for missing parts now or reinforce the shelter.
It's one.
The construction bot has been reactivated. The module will
Oh,
now be installed.
there's another one. Almost missed it. Almost.
Each part will take a minute to install. So, 8 modules, 1 minute per module. That equals a lot of bullets.
Now, good thing about Canny is that blue and yellow kind of contrast a little bit, so it's not that hard to find them. Especially if you know where to look. What I always do is go on the outer edges. God damn it, dude. Survivor here. Come get you in a bit.
Help has arrived. Go find C-Bot. I've marked his location on
Like
the
this.
map. C-Bot only has a limited amount of energy. If you don't activate
This.
its scanner, it will have to return to recharge.
Or, no, please. Thank you.
A module has been installed. The shelter is now stronger. New module installation has begun.
Alright, so we'll circle back for Dave. I think that's what people call him. They call him Daves. Not too sure, though. But yeah, I always recommend going on the outer edges first to look for parts, and then from there, you can move forward. Or inward, actually. That's the proper word. Yeah. Here's another one. And I see another one over there in the distance.
Module has been installed. The shelter is now stronger.
Thank you. And another one over there.
New module installation has begun.
That's one. That's two. One thing I did notice about Canny is that they do prefer the roads. Is there one that I just saw right there, or am I just tripping balls? I think I'm just tripping balls. Here. Hello, 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 hello. Give me your module. Thank you.
Only 2 more modules. Keep searching. A module has been installed. The shelter is now stronger. New module installation has begun.
Hmm. I need 2 more, and then the game officially begins. I guess, bro. Found one. You're welcome. You're welcome, citizen. Excuse me. Here we go. Take this. 7 out of 8. Oh, there you are. I don't need C-Bot. My ego tells me not to use them. One more bastard and we're done.
New module installation has begun.
And there's another survivor somewhere. Shit. Nope. Yep.
C-Bot is heading home to recharge. It'll return ASAP.
I haven't seen any spawn on top of like a mountain or anything. It's a pretty weird thing because they always spawn like on little. Oh, there's one. Oh, no super loot. Dang.
A module has been installed. The shelter is now stronger.
Even cool.
New module installation
Ow.
has begun.
Excuse me. You're the last one I need, and then I can go.
All modules have been located. After all parts have been installed, the shelter will attempt to power back up. When this happens, expect a big fight. The enemy will come from all directions.
Did I put 77s or 106s? Okay, 106s. Thank God. Thank God I had a brain.
A module has been installed. The shelter is now stronger. New module installation has begun.
Bring it on.
Plans have changed. They seem to know the final part is being installed. They must be preparing for a larger attack. Get ready.
This shit's about to get heavy.
Installation resuming.
Sit on my bus. It's fucking heavy. Oh, this looks like good. Hey, what's over there? Damn it, wrong one. Brick. I am running low on, like, all types of materials, but that's mostly because I deposited everything inside my storage. Could yank it out later. What would be the point? Bring it on!
Here they come.
Bring me more husks! Let them come. Let them fight. Actually, where's my funny rifle? There it is. Does seem like the defenses are working, I will say. That one got through. Good evening. How's it like to be one of the lucky few? Good bonk. It's a mini boss! Hello, what are you doing? Trap vulnerable? You goofball. Where'd he go? Oh, he spawned in the back. What are you doing? What are you doing? The one place you should not be. I could ram him off, but then I'd lose all the stuff. Oh, this jackass. Oh, wait! I just realized there is a little bit of room here. Ceiling 130s. Bam. Now, considering he's a trap vulnerable dude, I can't really do anything against him. I need the traps to damage him. Otherwise, I'd just be wasting my ammunition. But there's not really anything that I can really do against him right here. I completely missed. But my traps didn't. Is he dead yet? Yes, he is. I can break these. And go with the original plan. I love the smell of burnt husks in the morning. No! Another miss. Bonk. There we go, gotcha. You're another big fool. And another one!
This shelter is now ready for action.
What a beautiful look. This is one of the best shelters I've ever built. Oh yeah. Hey, little boogie. Hit a boogie! Alright, well. Shit, that was a pretty decent one, not gonna lie. All that for a little bit of reperk. Hey, that's not so bad. Fucking awesome. Armory, schematics. Tactical shotgun. So we have maxed out reload. Nope, wrong button. Wrong button. We're in the 77 zone. You. Upgrade, modify perks. Alright. Double reload speed. Damage. Headshot damage, actually. Leave it at that. So how fast is this gun at reloading right now? Reload time 2.7. Let's compare that to my where's my 6-shooter? So this thing has a reload speed of 1.3, and I'd consider that pretty I hate how they swap the buttons. Look, okay, so close is right here. Close is right here now. So I can press back. It's infuriating. Look, they swap it. Look. Back, close. Close, back. Close, back. Back, close. This one doesn't. Back to game, close. Back, close. Back, close. This one just says close. And then when you close, back. Close, back. How dumb and idea do you think it would be to make completely custom Twitch overlay from scratch to the entire 3D environment with physics and everything? Unless you have a decent PC, that is a horrible idea. I've seen a Twitch streamer that has like a lot of cool shit going on in the background, and they said that it needed 3 computers to run everything. Just fucking... I gotta calm the fuck down, because this is infuriating, but I gotta calm down. Look. So, I'm not fucking crazy. Look, back, close. Go into schematics, close, back. I'm this is I like pushing the buttons physically. I like it. I enjoy it. What's it like when I go into a weapon? I guess, bro. Headshot damage. Yeah, headshot damage, and then I want to swap the durability for either reload speed or damage. Here's the thing: by making it from scratch, performance will be a lot more optimized. That's the idea. I mean, think about it. Do you really think everyone goes into something thinking it's going to be optimized if I do it from scratch? I mean, that is a good way of thinking, but, like, it's easier said than done, in my opinion. That's all I'll say. It is easier said than done. Whenever it comes to anything, why do you do it? Do you see that? Like, it's not, I'm not geeking out, right? I'm starting to actually get infuriated by this design. Look, I go in, I go to upgrade, modify perks. When I click on a perk, it only gives me the option to close, so I have to click here. And then it swaps it! It swaps it! It swaps it! I'm losing my UI! Okay, well, this is, infuriating. We'll leave it at that. This is infuriating in UI. Alright, well, I gotta go eat some food, because I haven't eaten all day, so I am going to go ahead and I think I'm gonna end the stream here. I mean, we didn't do a lot, but I've been streaming for 1 hour and 21. That's a decent time. That's bad game. It's not hard to not change UI. I know, right? You'd think that a multi-billionaire company, multi-millionaire, alright, yeah, sure, whatever the fuck Epic Games is. They have their own design and they're trying to rival Steam. So let's just say a big fucking company could change the UI on a game. God forbid Battle Royale has any fucking issues. But whenever it comes to anything like Save the World, it's like, oh, we're gonna have to deploy in the Geek Squad, and it takes 3 years to fix one issue that happened 25 updates ago. Enjoy your meal. Thank you. Were you just here the entire time? Oh, thank you for the nice comments. Anyways, I'll see y'all in the next one. I don't know what I'm gonna record next, and yeah, we'll see what happens. All right, this was a nice little experiment. See y'all in the next one.